Wow, my hair looks great. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to my stream. If you haven't already, go to my homepage on my YouTube for the link to my socials. Sorry for my clothes right here. And my blankets, just ignore it. But go to the homepage of my YouTube for all the links to all my socials, my Instagram, my TikTok, my podcast, and you can follow me there as well. So here we go. I'm going to be filming my podcast right now. And here we go. Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Better Than Yesterday podcast. This is episode 21 with Jayla M. Baby, your host. And today we're going to be talking about overthinking. Now, everybody overthinks, so I thought this would be a perfect episode to talk about. I am someone who deals with overthinking a lot as well myself. Overthinking is normal. Everybody overthinks from time to time. It just depends on you as a person, on how many times you overthink in a day, a week, a month. It just depends on you. So we're kind of just talk about it briefly. What is overthinking? Why do we overthink? And how to manage overthinking. So first of all, what even is overthinking? So overthinking is when we overanalyze a situation, and typically really in depth, like over and over and over again. And we start to come up with these endless scenarios or possibilities as to why something is or could be happening, or trying to make sense of the past situations or even future situations to come. And oftentimes it brings a lot of negative emotion and stress, not only to our minds, but our bodies as well. So it's really important to minimize overthinking as much as we can, but stay consistent with validating our feelings when we are feeling those negative emotions and thoughts arise on a certain situation. It's really also important to remember that our thoughts become and create our reality. How we view everything is in return going to cause us to feel a certain way. For example, you have a job that's very busy, right? If you view your job as, oh my gosh, it's so busy, it's never ending, I'm so tired, I hate this, you're going to end up dreading going to work, right? Because you have all these negative thoughts and this negative view of work in general. But if you change that as, I'm making money, it's so busy, I'm getting all these tips, this is great, I love when it's busy, whatever it may be, the way that you view a scenario is going to make you feel different. So it's very important to have that cognitive reframe in certain situations, right? If something you feel is always giving you negative energy or making you feel negative or dreadful or stressed, try to look at it differently. Find the things that you like about it and cause emphasis into your thinking about it. So if there's certain things you like about work that you currently don't like work, right? Let's say you currently don't like work. Focus on the things that you do like about work. Oh, I love getting my meal at work, right? I love getting my free meal, or I love eating my lunch, or I love seeing my friend Cindy, something like that. I'm so excited because I get to see Cindy every day. I'm so excited because I get to see my lunch. Focus on those things. When we overthink and we overanalyze things, especially that are causing us stress, we are just stressing ourselves out and giving ourselves anxiety and becoming anxious. And that's not healthy, right? So our feelings are felt from the way we view something. And typically we'll overanalyze negative things. We don't really overanalyze positive things. So that's also important to be mindful of. Now, why do we even overthink, right? Why is that a thing? Well, we honestly overthink whether sometimes it's because of the past. We're overthinking of the past, maybe things that have happened in the past, and you want to prevent the outcomes from playing out again, and you're anxious about it, or past traumas or situations. You're overanalyzing it because you want to prevent it from happening again, and you're stressed about it. And the first step is always being aware in that, right? But the thing is about life is we're supposed to mess up and go through hardships so we can learn and grow, right? So figure out what happened. What is the root cause of this trauma, this negative trauma or situation, or whatever played out in the past that triggers you or upsets you, that causes you to think or feel this way in the situations you're in or you feel you're about to be in. Try to nip it in the butt and pull it and analyze it and get deep into it and unravel it. Find the solution, right? We don't want to be reactive all the time because life is just going to keep piling. But we need to deconstruct this pile into a bunch of little piles, right? We don't want it to keep piling to an endless tall mount of sand or whatever it may be. We want to simplify everything and put it into specific files or categories in our minds, right? Not just have it all whirl up. So now that we know what overthinking is and why we have it, because it strives from past situations or traumas or outcomes, how can we even manage it, right? Because all of us overthink and we need to find healthy ways to cope. First of all, it is very important that you learn to be proactive when you're feeling negative feelings or any feelings than reactive. We shouldn't always be constantly sitting here reacting to our feelings that were being felt. We should be feeling it out and finding ways to cope with them and have a solution to it. So, here are some things I put together that will help your overthinking. First and foremost, stay productive, stay busy. A lot of the time, we overthink when we are sitting by ourselves or sitting in our room or doing something that isn't causing our mind to be constantly thinking or working, right? It's just kind of when we're chilling or zoning out or whatever it may be. So stay busy. Do some creative things that you love, whether it's painting, writing, journaling. I can't emphasize enough. If you listen to my past podcast episodes, I always result back to journaling, walking, meditating. It's huge, you guys. It's so huge. When we stay busy, it helps our mind. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't validate your feelings and feel them when you're feeling feelings. You should be able to always accept any feeling that you're having and let it pass. All right. If you find yourself constantly overthinking about a situation over and over again, something that helps me and that I learned from the mindset mentor, Rob Dial, he's amazing, by the way, is tell your mind, say it out loud, stop. Stop thinking about this. We'll think about it later. When you say those words out loud, or stop brain, stop right now. I don't want to think about this. We're not going to think about this right now. We're going to think about it later. I know it sounds kind of like what, whatever. No, your mind is a tool and it listens to you. So when you say that out loud, your brain's like, oh, and you may notice that you start to slowly think about it a little bit a few minutes later. Just say it again until your mind gets it. And then give your mind that sense of relief and actually feel that feeling out later. Something I do is I journal. I journal about it, right? Like, okay, why am I feeling this way right now? What am I overthinking about? I've written 5 to 6 pages sometimes when I'm overthinking about a situation or I went through something rough or hard. And it may sound crazy to some people. I'm like, oh my God, 6 pages? I couldn't do 6 pages. You can when you're stressed and you have anxiety and you're just all over the place. I was writing like no other, like super quick, super fast, super in distress. And let me tell you, this relief that I felt when I wrote those 6 pages was amazing, right? It was amazing because I could say what I could say. I didn't have to worry about any judgment. I didn't have to worry about any critiques or criticism or anything. Not that I care, but it just was making me feel more free to say and speak how I would like, you know? Um, so yeah, make sure you also validate your feelings though when it arises and feel it. Don't push it aside. Most overthinkers end up overthinking things that end up not happening. So, really, you're causing yourself more distress and thinking of more problems and things that aren't even going to happen. So, just make sure that when you feel yourself overthinking, do things that can help ease that. Journaling, going on a mindful walk, taking some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths. And if you're feeling anxiety, because a lot of the times anxiety arises when we're overthinking, breathe into your body and feel that anxiety. Breathe in like calmness, love, happiness, peace, and imagine yourself exhaling like tension, anxiety, frustration, stress, and imagine it leaving your body. And every time you inhale, you're inhaling like positivity, happiness, calmness. So I really hope this helped you in whatever way it may. If it helped, please make sure you leave a rating and review. I would love to hear from you. And comment any of your thoughts for a potential shout out on my next episode. So, thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you soon. Take care. I hope you guys enjoyed that podcast episode. Luna, hi, I saw you. And Inyado, it's nice to meet you. Have a great day, you guys. Comment your thoughts, share this video, check out my podcast, and go to my homepage on YouTube to check out my other social media accounts as well. Have a wonderful day/night. And as always, remember to be 1% better than you were yesterday. Have a great day.